Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's very easy puzzle, and it's called Seven Hidden Frogs by Sotir. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. It's not an L, as I thought it previously, so sorry, apologies for the previous video where I mispronounced your name. I still might have mispronounced it, but if I did, please let me know how to pronounce it. Anyways, here are the rules. Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once in every row, column, every column, and 3x3 box. German whisper line. Starting cells at... I don't know what the starting cells means. Starting cells at row 2, column 2, row 4 column 5, row 4, column 7. I don't really know why we need this, but okay. Row 6, column 8, and row 9, column 4? Wait, there is no row 9, column 4. It's supposed to be row 4, column... Wait, there's no row 4, column... What? What's going on? I don't know. Okay. I'm just assuming that what's drawn on the grid is what's correct. That is very weird, though. There is a row 9, column 4, but there doesn't seem to be a German whisper line along it. Maybe he meant to be one of these, so that would be row 7, column 9. Because row 6... Actually, there's no row 6, column 8 either. That would have to be row 8, column 6. I don't even know why we need the starting cells. Maybe just remove them. Because the starting cells don't matter for a German whisper line. Unless there's something with starting cells that is important. No, it doesn't look like it. I don't know. I don't know what the starting lines are. Okay. But digits along a German whisper line differ by at least 5. So if this was a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9. Because it has to be at least 5 away. 5 or more. Red band line. Starting cell, row 2, column 7, which is there. Okay. Digits along a magenta line contain a set of consecutive digits in any order without repeats. So we know, so if this was a 1, we would know there's a 2 or a 3 somewhere along the line, but we don't know the order. Because it has to be consecutive. And so therefore, 1 would have to be consecutive with the next number, which would be 2, which would have to be consecutive with another number, which would be 3. So that's why we know it's 1, 2, and 3. If we know it's 2 and 3 if there's already a 1. Region sum line, starting cell, row 6, column 4. So that does work, yeah. Digits along the blue line are divided by box borders into sums of equal value. So the box borders essentially divides a line into regions. That's why it's called the region sum line, where basically the region sums to the same value. So these two would sum to the same value as this one sums to, which, you know, it's pretty obvious what it is. Okay, thermometer line. Bulb starts at row 3, column 6, which it does, and row 8, column 1, which it does. Digits along the grid thermometer strictly increase from the bulb. So that means that as you go along the thermometer, it has to increase continuously. So for example, here would be 1, 3, 7, 8. But it could be any combination of numbers as long as it's strictly increasing from the bulb to the tip. Black Kropke dots. Digits separated by a black dot have a ratio of 2 to 1. So for example, if this was a 4, this would have to be a 2 or an 8 because it has to maintain a 2 to 1 ratio. White Kropke dots. Digits separated by a white Kropke dot are consecutive. So for example, if this was a 6, this would have to be a 5 or a 7 because it's consecutive. X. Digits separated by an X sum to 10. So these two digits sum to 10. And there's no other constraints, but I'm assuming that not all dots are necessarily given and not all X's are necessarily given because normally that's what the assumption is that we do not have negative constraints. If we do have that in the rules, it's usually specifically stated. So that means there could be other cells which have consecutive values in them, which are neighbors, but it does not have to be designated. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. Where do we start? Let's start with the black crop key dots in a row. So if you have 3 black crop key dots, which are either in the same row, box, or column, that means it has to be from either 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. So the middle is always 2 or 4. So we have 2 instances of that. If it goes across box borders, or box, yeah. If it's not in the same one, this could actually be 3, 6, right? So this could be 3, that would be 6, and that could be 3. And that would be a valid possibility. These are consecutive, so this has to be 2 through 8 in the middle, because 1 and 9 does not have 2 digits that is consecutive, 2 unique digits with consecutive with. So this is 1, 2, 4, 8. This is 1, 2, 4, 8. It cannot be 4, so in both instances 4 does not work. Therefore, one of these has to be 8, and one of these has to be 1 or 2, which means this has to be 4, because 4 is in a 1-to-2 ratio with 8 only. Therefore, we know this is 2 and 8. So this is 2 or 8, this is 4. Anytime you have black crop key dots, it can only be from 1, 2, 3. It can only be from the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8. Oh, in addition, this is 1, 2, 4, 8. There has to be a 2 and a 4 in those consecutive sets, right? Anytime you have 3 black crop key dots in the same row, column, or box, they must contain both 2 and 4, right? So it's either 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8, both of which contain 2 or 4. So 2 and 4 are here, which means this cannot be 2 or 4. It's 1, 8, 3, or 6, right? If it's 1 or 8, this is 2 or 4. If it's 3 or 6, this is 3 or 6. So this is either 3, 6, or 2, 4, right? And it can't be 4. So if this can't be 4, which means this can't be 2. Oh, wait, no, this could be 2, 1. Right, so this could be 8. Yeah, this could be any of them, too. 4 cannot be on the German whisper line here, because if it's 4, it has to be next to a 9. So that does not work. Even if it's 6, so say it's 6, 3, it can't be the same, right? Along this. Okay, so none of these can be the same along these. Right, so it can't be 3, 6, 3. So then right, because these two would be the same, there's no difference of 5 between them. So 3 and 6 are ruled out, so this is 1, 2, 4, 8. Same here. The same logic here. So this has to be 1, 2, 4, 8. So this is 1, 2, 4, 8. This cannot be 2 or 4, as we said, so this is 1 or 8. This can't be 1 or 8, so this is 2 or 4. So this, we have in row 7 a set of 1, 2, 4, 8 with 4 cells having 4 unique numbers. So none of those unique numbers now can be in the rest of row 7. So this cannot be 1 or 8. This has to be 3 or 6, which forces this to be 3 or 6, which forces this to be 3 or 6. If this is 3, this has to be 8 or 9. If this is 6, it has to be 1. Do we know anything else from that? Not really. So, okay, so this can't be 3 or 6. So this has to add up to whatever these 2 digits add up to. So that means it has to be at least 3, but it can't be 3, obviously, because of the 3, 6 pair. So this is 4, 5, 7, 8, or 9. This adds up to 1 through 8. This can't be 4. This can't be 1, 2, or 4, or 8 because of this 4 quad. So this can't be 3 or 6 because of this 3, 6 pair. This is distinctly the same as this. This can't be 1, 2, 4, or 8. So this is... Could be 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, but not 8 and 9 because of the thermometer. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This cannot be 3 or 6. So this is 4, 5, 7, 8. And this is 5, 7, 8, and 9 as possibilities. If this is 8 and 9, this is... Okay, so this could be anything. So 8 has to be one of these two. Since 8 has to be one of these two, that means it's in 1 to 2 ratio with 4. So this has to be 4. Which means this is also 2 and 8, 2 and 8. So this can't be 4, this can't be 4. This can no longer be 4. These have to be different. That doesn't tell us too much. We know the 4 is here. Interesting. Okay. So this cannot be 4 or 3 or 6. So it could be 1, 2. Cannot be 2, 3. Cannot be 3, 4. Cannot be 4, 5. Cannot be 5, 6. Cannot be 6, 7. So it could be 7, 8 or 8, 9. So this is a 2 or an 8. This is a 2 or an 8. Therefore, along the column 3, there are no more 2s or 8s. And there was never a 4 possible. So you could have 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. And this is also 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. This is 1 or 8, which means it's with 2 or 4. So the other 1 or 8 could be this. It could... Oh, wait, no. This cannot be the same again. So one of these is 8, and one of these... So since one of these is 8, this has to be a 4. So this 4 can never be in a 1 to 2 ratio with 1, so this is 8, which makes this a 2, which makes that 8, which makes that a 2. This can no longer be a 4, so this can't be a 5, because this one has to be strictly greater than that. This can't be 2, this can't be 8. Since that can't be 2, this can't be 1. If this was 2, this could be 1 or 3. If this is 7, it could be 6 or 8, but the 8's not possible, so this can't be... So therefore, we know this is a 1, because a 2 and an 8 eliminate the possibilities. This has to be 2 because the 1-2 ratio, and this has to be 4. So this can't be 8. This could be 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait. This is a lot of 1 and 2. So this can't be 8. Therefore, this can't be 7 or 9. It cannot be 7 or 9. So either this is 2 or this is 8. If this is 2, it could be 1, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3. If it's 8, it's 8. It cannot be 8, 9, 8. It has to be 8, 7, 6. Okay, so this cannot contain 1, 2, or 4. There has to be only one low. So that has to be the low. So this is 3. This has to be 8 or 9. So therefore, this is 5, 6, and 7, which means this can't be 5, 6, or 7. This can no longer be 3, 8, or 9. So no 3, 8, or 9 there. Okay. 1, 2, 4. So this has to be 3, 5, 6, 7, or 9. This can't be 2 anymore because so that can't be 2. Therefore, there's no 1 in this because it has to be next to 2. So this is 2, 3, no 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, this cannot contain a 4, but it could be 1, 2, 3. That's still valid. So 8 could be any of these. 8 has to be one of these two. So the 9 is one of those two. 10. So this cannot be 4 and 6. It could be 1 and 9. It could be 2 and 8. It could be 3 and 7. Okay. This can't be 3 anymore. Cannot be 2 or 4. So this is either 1. Oh, okay. If this is 8 or 9, this cannot be 2, 3, or 4. It has to be 1. If this is 1, this could be 6, 7, or 9. But either way, the 1 has to be here for box 5, right? Either this is 1, and that's 6, 7, or 9. Or if this is 8 and 9, this has to be 1. So this can never be 1 here. These can't be 1, 2, or 4. So this could be 3, and we could have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 is either here or here. We don't know which. No, this can't be 3. This can't be 6. This can't be 6 because of this 3, 6 pair. Therefore, this has to be 3. So this is 3, which makes this 2, which makes this 1, which makes this 8, and that 2. There is no longer 2, 3 here. That can't be 7 or 8. This can't be 1. So that can't be 1 because of this. Therefore, this is the 1. So this is 9. This is 1. Which means this is low now. So this is 3. This is 3. This is 6. There is no 3 here or here. So this can't be 5 because this has to be greater. This can't be 7 because this has to be greater too. This can't be 2 because of that 2. No 1, no 1 or 3. Therefore, that forces this to be 9. So this cannot be 1, 3, or 9 here. No 9 here. This is the only place for 6, so this has to be 6. This can no longer be 3. We can remove the coloring for the blue. This cannot have 1, 2, or 4. So it could be 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9, which means it always contains a 7 here. So this cannot contain a 7. And since this can't contain a 7, this can't have an 8 or a 9 with it, right? So there's no 8, no 9. This is 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. So this also has a 6. So this is 6 or 7. So it's 5, 6, 7, or 8. It cannot have an 8 here or here. So there's no 6 here, which means this can't be 5, right? If there's a 5 here, they would have to, one of them would have to be next to a 6. So this is 3 or 4. So this has a 3 or 4. There has to be a 1 somewhere. 1 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here, and 1 can't be here because these are greater than something. So this has to be the 1. The 9 has to be somewhere here, and it can't be here because that would be greater than that, and no digits greater than 9, therefore this is 9. There's no 6 or 7. This can't be 9 anymore, so this has to be the 9. We know one of these two is 9. This can't be 9 because we have an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair in row 5, so therefore this is the 9. Now we're looking at 5, 6, and 7. So this is 5, 6, or 7. This is 5, 6, or 7. That can't be 6. This can't be 6, so this is a 5, 7 pair, which means this is a 6. Since there's a 5, 7 pair in box 4, there can't be a 7 in the rest of the cells in box 4, so this is an 8. This is a 9, this is an 8. There's no 8 here, but therefore that is a 9, this is an 8. This can't be 6 because of this 6. There's no 8 here, there's no 9 here, so therefore this has to be 9. This can't be 6 because of this 6. This can't be 6 because of this 6. So it's 5, 7, 5, 7. 4 can only go here. This cannot be 4. This can't be 8 anymore because of this 8. Therefore, this is an 8. This could be 5, 6, 7. That works. 5, 7, 5, 7. This can't be 2, so it's at least 3. It could be 5 and 6. And this could be 5, 6, or 7, but 6 and 7 have to be here, so this is a 5, which makes this a 3. So then this becomes 6, 7, 8, so this is an 8. This has to be 3 in between 4 and 2. This is again 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. We have a 3, which is not possible there, and a 5. So this is 5, this is 3. This can no longer be 5. This is 6 or 7. That's still valid. This has to be a 1. So that's a 1. 5 or 7. This can no longer be 7. If this is 5, that doesn't work. So this is 7. So this has to be 1 and 6 adding up to the 7. So this is 5, this is 7, this is 6, this is 5. This can't be 1 or 6 anymore. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. We have a 5, 7, 5, 7 pair in box 3, so that can't be 5 or 7. This is 2 or 4. This can't be 6. So we're looking at 2 and 6. So this can't be 2. So this is 6. This is 2. This has to be a 7. So this is a 5. This is a 7. This is a 5. This is a 7. This is a 7. This is a 5. And now all of this is Sudoku. This can't be 8. So this is 8. This is a 4. Which leaves here, this is 7 or 6. So this has to be the 7. That's the 6. We're looking at 1 and 9. Here we have 3, 5, and 7. So this cannot be 3 or 7, so this is 5. So this is 3, 7, 3, 7. This is a 1 or 4, so this has to be 1, and that's 4, which forces this to be 2. That's a 4. These can't be 2, this can't be 2, so this is a 2, this is a 3 in the corner, and we celebrate. We have a 5 and a 6, so this can't be 5, so this is a 5, this is a 6, which makes that a 7, that is a 6, and that has to be 7 and 3. And that's the solve. Huh. I started off a little slow, but yeah. Yeah, it was really just these German whisper lines along with the black crocky dots made things much easier. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.